I was curious, in the paper today, I looked and it said if you signed the stipulation letter that it changed your rates back to 2007, but not your land value. What does that mean?
Anita, do you want to address that?
Some of the properties in the town not only had a total assessed value increase, but also a land reevaluation. Upon the so-called rollback, I entertained the concept and the idea and implemented as such, decreasing rolling back total assessed values only. That did not reciprocate the same for the land values. They stayed as the tentative.
So what does that mean for the taxes then?
Nothing. If you notice, your bills are based on your total assessed value. The land is not even increment in the formula in creating a tax bill. It's your total assessed value.
Is it basically saying that now our property is now worth more than it was before?
Each parcel is different, and without having a record in front of me, I can't answer that specifically.
Because I saved an article from 2007 that called my area a blighted area and called us poverty. And then my taxes and everything, when I got the letter in the mail, I was very upset. My husband has just taken a $15 an hour decrease just to stay here in New York State. And then I get that letter and I'm really nervous about being able to live here. They called this a blighted area and poverty stricken, but then 300% increase for my taxes. How am I going to raise my kids here if this is going to go on?
Anita, is there any way that you could sit down with her?
She actually has sat and talked to me, but I have a hard time understanding a lot of the verbiage.
It's confusing.
Can I see the newspaper article for a second?
Sure.
And the word blighted does not mean that you're poverty stricken up there. Why we did the same thing in Bridgeport. What that does is it gives community development funds the opportunity to be used in that area.
And that is what this article is about. It's kind of hard to understand if you're not familiar with the issue, but basically there's a division of the county that can give grants out for business owners who want to fix facades and things like that, do improvements to their buildings. The only problem is that the municipality has to declare the area in which the buildings are blighted, and they have to use that word
we have to use. We don't want
in order for the businesses in there to be eligible for the grant. So that's why they did it, and I can understand how that would make you feel upset about your community.
And I think if you look
but just so you know, that's why that word was used.
If you look in the minutes too, I think we always preface, at least one of the members of the board, I know I've done it before, preface our approval as saying, well, you know, this is not meant to be disparaging to people that live in this area, but with the understanding that it has to be designated that word, so to speak, to get these community development funds.
We just did it to Bridgeport 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And why such an increase then, if we haven't done anything yet to make it better?
I don't know.
Yes, Carrie, you and I have had at least 2 meetings in my office. We did the original stipulation prior to that town board resolution asking me to entertain the decrease. Also, you came in and we also did the rollback, and I told you that would supersede the previous one. So I thought we were all set, but I'm available during normal business hours. You and I know each other, all right, a little bit more than I know most of the property owners that have been affected throughout this. I'm more than willing, able, and ready to speak with you at any time.
Okay, I don't understand some of the things, and that's what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Follow-up question on the change in the assessed value of the land versus the total assessed value of the property. If it didn't make any difference in the taxes, why did you do it? What are you setting aside?
Yeah.
Could this gentleman come in and talk to you too?
The options that I have.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
That's why I have normal business hours in the assessor's office, town hall.
Well,
We always
Unfortunately, my job is in Ithaca, and I leave here at 6:45 in the morning, and I get back at 6:45 at night, every day of the week,
Do you have
so.
an email? I have an email, if you'd like it, and you can.
You didn't answer
We
those
all
either.
want
We
to know.
emailed you.
What was it, could you just
It is
repeat
on
the
the website, but
question?
I can't hear when everyone's yelling.
We'll ask the question in an email, right, Ruth?
No, I
Just-
think we all want to know.
Just
Why not?
email,
Why can't you tell us?
If you're not prepared to answer the question right now, tell us when you will be.
I guess I'm
If you
unclear
don't
on what
think
your
of it,
specific question is, sir.
The specific question is, why did you increase the relative value of the property to the total assessed value of the properties of our homes? When you rescinded or rolled back, whatever term you want to use, the assessment, you rolled back the total assessment, but not the change that you made in the relative value, the assessed value of the land. We're wondering why.
All I was asked to entertain was the total assessed value, that is what your bill is generated from.
Okay, so. Trying to find the best way to word this.
Why did the land go back to what it was?
Okay, there's a good question. Why did the land not go back to what it was?
It depends on the parcel.
None of them did.
Okay, then all of the people in this room that live along the lake shore got the same treatment, so you obviously used a common decision rule. What was it?
There is no common decision rule. I am an assessor, I'm state certified.
Sorry, that is non-responsive.
I would suggest just email any questions to Anita, and she'll answer for you.
Thank you.
Okay.